Hello everyone and welcome to Cherub Teaching Center, and today I'm going to take you through the pivot table part 2. Please ensure to watch my previous video on pivot table in order to get a better understanding of this video altogether. Moreover, I'm also going to train you on pivot chart. That means how to create pivot table and pivot chart in MS Excel. So before I proceed ahead, my name is Poonam and I'm a Microsoft certified educator. Now in my previous video I have already trained you on how to generate a pivot table and what is the benefit of generating a pivot table. Today I am going to take you through the subsequent part of pivot table, that is pivot table part 2, plus I would also make you understand how to create a pivot chart out of it. Okay, so let's start forward. And what I've done is I have created a sheet for you people. So this is the pivot table that we people already practiced on the previous video altogether, and we have generated a pivot table out of it. I need to tell you that whenever you people are creating a pivot table, all right, you need to highlight that area altogether for whichever you want to generate it. You will be going to the insert tab, pivot table. This particular part on which I'm hovering my mouse, we have already covered in our previous video, that is pivot table part 1. So please ensure to watch that previous video of mine, and along with that I need to take you through the step today, which is recommended to pivot table. Now what happens in Excel is this is an updated version in which if you are selecting a particular area, Excel will give you certain recommendation on how to generate the pivot table. So the moment I'm clicking on recommended pivot table, you can see over here that it is giving me a lot of recommendation that these are the various options that I can use. So either I can go ahead and select from these particular option if in case it suits or matches your requirement. Otherwise I've already trained you what all things you people have to do in order to align the particular data entry into the column and the filters, and how you would be proceeding ahead with the value field setting as well. So people, you can see over here that by Excel, in Excel there are a lot of recommendation which are being given to you. In case if it is suiting your need altogether, you people can go ahead, you can select it, and then the pivot table is going to be generated automatically. So you don't have to do that much task also, in which you will be dragging down the entries in order to generate a pivot table out of it. Okay, now once this thing is done, so this was about the recommended pivot table setting that I was talking about. The next one that I need to take you through the pivot table part 2 is also the stable option. Okay, now the moment you click on this table option, it is going to select your range altogether, and then it will give you multiple formats of table that you people can go ahead and select it in case if you want to format or design your table altogether. Okay, all right, so this is for that purpose. Now let's quickly proceed ahead to creation of pivot chart, and that is what I am going to train you people today. Now a pivot chart is going to give me a pictorial representation of the data which has been generated. Now this pictorial representation would again be easy to understand and interpret exactly what is the trend altogether. Okay, so what I would be doing is I need to select the table first of all, for which I need to generate this pivot chart, and then I will be going to the insert option, and over here where I am hovering my mouse, you people can see that there is a pivot chart option. So what you will be doing is you will be clicking on this pivot chart, and the moment you will click on this pivot chart people, it is going to ask you that it is going to select the range. So at this moment, since I have selected this range, that this is the table that I have it with me. In case if it is your entire sheet, then you have to select the entire sheet altogether. And again it is recommending me two part, where do I want my pivot chart to be placed. Do I want it in the new worksheet or do I want it in the existing worksheet? So that is totally your choice. So I will go with the new worksheet so that the things are better viewed and would be easily visible to you altogether. And I'm going to proceed ahead and I'm going to click on OK. So the moment I have clicked on OK part over here people, you can see that it is giving me multiple options over here. Now when I want to generate a pivot chart, again it is giving me multiple options. What are the legend that I would like to create, and I would like to have it on my axis. what are the values that I would like to keep it into picture. So that's again is your choice. So let's suppose that I would like to keep stream on my axis. Okay, now once I've selected the stream on my axis, the next thing that I want is I want that the city should be taken into the values altogether. That means the count of city. So now you people can see it is telling me, in this axis. So this is the axis that you people see, and it is telling me that how many people from this particular stream they are. So if I talk about aeronautics, you can see there is one student altogether. And in case if I want the legend also to be activated, what I can go ahead is I can go ahead and I can click this thing in the legend also. So the moment I have selected on the legend, people, you can see that my these are the various legend that I'm getting. So these are the various tabs which has been highlighted now. And what I can do is I can go ahead and I can put you know the name over here in the axis. Okay, I'll put the name in the axis. I have stream that I put in the legend field, and then I have the city, the count of the city over here. Okay, now let's quickly understand actually how this table goes about. Now this is the pivot table which has been generated, and this is the legend, people. The legend is the detail which is clearly making you understand how the things they are going like. So here the color information is given, where every color stands for a particular stream altogether. And then you can see on the axis we people have the names of the candidates altogether. Okay, so I can go ahead and I can make changes to the chart altogether. So let me just show you how do we make the changes to the chart. Can you see this plus icon over here? So the moment I'm going to click on this plus icon which is over here, it is going to give me certain recommendations, people. So let me just show you first of all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I would be going ahead, I would be clicking on this plus sign, and then it is giving me certain recommendation. So the axis thing is already highlighted. On the axis we people have the names, but further in case if you want to do anything, you can go ahead and you can do the primary, horizontal, or there are more options which are available. Now axis title stands for, if I want my axis title also needs to be there, because over here at this moment on the y axis there is nothing which has been mentioned. So I can go ahead and I can write down over here count of city. Okay, so what you people need to do is you need to take this thing out. Okay, all right, over here, and over here instead of axis title you can go ahead and you can write down count of city. Okay, for better understanding. Okay, so it comes over here, and next to that if I want my chart title also to be there, what I can go ahead is I can click on the plus sign again for the chart elements. I can click on chart title, and whenever I'm going to give a chart title, people, please understand your chart title should clearly represent what this chart is all about. Okay, for example, this is the amount which has been collected, or this is the data of the workshop. You can say the data of the workshop, like it is for mine, and it is for 2020. So I can go ahead and I can write down the year over here. So your chart title should clearly represent what exactly this chart is all about. Okay, the year, the month, and along with that the other entries altogether. And then comes the data labels. So at this moment, if you want, on the top of the bars the data label should be presented. That means how many that is candidates are there, because a particular entry was only one, so it is showing me as one. If I want data table also to be a part of it, I can go ahead and I can create a data table. You can see that here the table is now coming over here if I want a data table. So here the table representation is coming up. And in case if I need the grid line, you can go ahead and add it. If you don't need a grid line, again it is totally up to you, people. Legend I have already activated. Okay, but in case if you want to do any changes, if you want the legend on the top, you want it on the left side, you want it on the bottom, and then there are more options as well that you people can go ahead and you can customize also. And in case if you want to activate the trend line as well, trend line means if you want for a particular stream, so add a trend line basis the series, based on the series. So you can select any branch, and then it is going to give you a trend line as well, that what exactly is the trend for that. Okay, so these are the various elements, people, which are available, basis which you people can go ahead and you can change your graphical representation And in any which ways, you can see over here that there is a name with a drop down arrow. You can go ahead and select it. If you need it for one particular candidate, you want to remove it other, you can go ahead and uncheck it. Okay, now there is another thing which is given over here, which is chart styles. Okay, now automatically it is going to give you chart style. If you want to alter and if you want to make any changes to the representation of the chart style which has been given, again there are recommendation which is coming up, you people can go ahead and select it. So there are multiple options which will come in front of you depending upon your data that you people have automatically created. Okay, so you people can go ahead and you people can select it. Rest along with the style, it is also going to show you the color as well. Again, at this moment, this is the color coding which has been selected. If you want to go ahead with another color coding, or if you want to do it as a monochrome as well, monochrome means one single color. Colorful is where each specific entry is given a specific color altogether. You people can go ahead and you can select that also. Okay, so these are the various things that you people can go ahead, you can do it with your pivot chart generation. And then this is a quick snapshot of the thing that I have done so far. So basis my pivot table, I can create a pivot chart which would be more easier for understanding for the management or for preparation of the report to whosoever you want to people highlight it. So you people can go ahead, it is going to generate a table, and then you people can go ahead, you can select your data, and automatically you people can go ahead and create a pivot chart out of it, which is going to be a pictorial representation of your data, which would be easier for any other second person who would be looking at that data to comprehend and to understand. So this was all people which I have designed for you today. And so please do not forget to watch my previous video, which is pivot table chart 1, in which I have taken you all through the steps that you people have to do in order to generate a pivot table. And later on you can watch this video of mine, which is in order to generate the pivot charts also. So those people who have not subscribed to Cherub Teaching Center yet, I would request you to please go ahead and quickly subscribe to my channel Cherub Teaching Center. There are more videos coming in your way in order to upskill your knowledge for better data representation, along with other things, other videos that I'm already designing it for you. So in case if you have any queries, you can reach me on Instagram at cherub.teaching.center. You can also reach me on Facebook at Cherub Teaching Center, or else you can reach me on Microsoft Teams at Cherubians altogether. So people, this was all for today, and have a nice day ahead.